Have you ever burnt out, and how do you deal with burnouts? With the team, yourself, everyone.
So for this project, not really. Have I felt tired? Yes. But I think burnout is a function of like, are you making progress more than like, are you spending a lot of hours? A lot of people get this the other way around where they're like, okay, if I spend 60 hours a week or whatever it is, whatever arbitrary number, like that's what causes burnout. But in most cases, I think in my life, burnout has been because I've done something, but it hasn't made any progress. And then you don't feel like continuing before, because you don't know how you're going to make progress later.
How do you deal with it then?
Uh, I mean, I think the best solution for burnout is just
Work more.
so there are two
That's what
spectrums.
I do.
Yeah, I think there are two solutions, right? On both on opposite sides. One is you should probably consider taking a longer break.
A break. I feel like a break
That is
is
on
it's a band-aid.
yeah, that is on one side, right? Like if you're on a marathon style project where it's going to take a couple of months or maybe even years, it's probably better to reset. But in some cases, it's the same cliche Sam Altman advice, which is just you need to work through the burnout, because only when you start seeing progress is when you will kind of, everything else will fall in place.
Yeah, and you're pretty young. So, I what's the average age in your team?
I would say roughly the same, like 25, 26.
How do you deal with team that young, or like, I mean, at least building it out?
I think what
This is the
helps.
first time you're also building a team this large.
Yeah, yeah. I think what helps a lot is that everybody is like super motivated to build this. So for a lot of them, it's a huge passion because they are lifelong gamers. They've played some of the biggest games of the world. So for them, it's a natural extension to what they do, right? Especially the ones who have worked in studios before and they have this experience. Some of them have worked at like different AAA studios and all of that. So for them, they really want to see this through. So that kind of energy that is brought to the team, like pushes everybody else in some sense. So it's like a vortex of energy that just keeps like increasing because everybody else is feeling super energized.
You've had like a 100% hit rate when it comes to the hiring process, or is it very early fires, hiring fast, firing fast?
Um, Look, unfortunately, like you can't be, perfect at anything, especially with hiring because humans are humans, right? And sometimes it's like not going to work out because maybe there's a compatibility issue or whatever. So, um, what happens eventually is that if you do bring on someone who is, not the best and brings the team down in some sense, then it is a responsibility to make sure that the rest of the team is not bothered or affected by that. So, it can never be perfect, right? So it's not obviously been 100% hit rate, but I would say close to that because there's so much passion in this space that it carries through.